Ni hao, what it means is she, Aide Vázquez.
Ni hao, what it means is she, Jesús Arao.
Ni hao, what it means is she, Itzel Cabrera.
And we are students from Universidad Modelo in Mérida, Yucatán.
Communication is an essential ability for a favorable quality of life and social integration, since it allows people's necessities to be expressed. Communication is perceived as a fundamental pillar of human existence, since it establishes relationships and supports social development. However, certain diseases or pathologies, such as multiple sclerosis, can deprive people from the ability to communicate with others. Just in Mexico, there are about 1 million people who have a disability that limits their capacity to communicate. According to World Health Organization, there has been a substantial increase in the demand for these kind of products, but only 10% of people who have had the need have had access to them. This is mainly because of high costs, limited availability, insufficient funding, and a general lack of awareness. The main objective of our project is to design a medical device that offers an alternative for communication for people with disabilities, raising inclusion and raising awareness.
For this project, an electrohologram was implemented as a tool for people with limited communication abilities to improve their quality of life. The electrical circuit consists of 4 essential phases. First, there is the acquisition of the signal from the user. Then it goes through a 0.1 high-pass filter, a 30 Hz low-pass filter, and a 60 Hz notch filter to clean it. Then we have a purification circuit. Finally, a buffer filter to protect the user. Once we know the whole circuit is completely functioning, we go through a design of a printed circuit board to make it suitable for advanced application. For the data interpretation, the circuit was connected to an Arduino development board with the aim to receive the analog signal for us to use. Afterwards, an user interface was designed, which consists in images that work as buttons that let the user navigate through it with their eyes to communicate their needs.
After completing the development phases described in the methodology, satisfactory results were observed. In one hand, we have a functional EOG PCB, and in the other hand, we have a user's interface. The interface operation was favorable, as when the user wishes to express a necessity, such as hunger, thirst, bathroom, medical assistance, or company, and also makes a saccadic movement such as right or left, the EOG effectively communicates with the software. Consequently, a message appears in the monitor stating the user has, followed by the chosen action. And each time this happens, the program plays a sound alert.
As technology evolves, artificial intelligence can help us acquire physiological signals produced by the user more effectively, since it has the ability to predict each result more precisely. For example, applying neural networks will contribute if 2 or more physiological signals were to be registered. And, aside, by applying machine learning, the oculographic interface would be adapted to each user automatically.
Similarly, with 5G technology and the cloud, it is possible to create a server that we will use to store the user's behavior, to keep a record on the user's health, and to allow their families who live far away to stay informed.
We would love to visit China to take a look on its amazing tradition, history, and culture. There's a lot that we can learn from their people and the way they see the world. It will as well broaden up our vision in technology and the way we interact with it. This project's scope is broad and promising, far beyond its current application.
Our oculographic interface can reach new levels in biomedical engineering,
Approaching a world of inclusive communication.
谢谢。